Let's do number 15 again. And this time, I want to be mean to you guys. I'm going to cover up all the answer choices. Because I want to show you guys how can we do this from the equation approach rather than use the equations that you already have in the answer choices and then plug in numbers and do things like that. Okay, so for a linear equation, you have to know this. A linear equation, usually you can write this in the form of y equals to mx plus b, the slope-intercept form of the line. And in order to achieve this, what you need is you need to have 2 points. But here we have 5 points. X, y, x, y, x, y, x, y, and x, y. 5 points. And you can pick any two that you want to use. Doesn't matter because they are all on the straight line. So to be convenient, I will just pick the first two. The first one, I will have the point 1, 3. And then the second one, I have the point 2, 0. And this is enough. And now I'm going to get to work. In order to achieve this, as you can see, we need to have the m, which is the slope. For the slope, I will just write this down as m is equal to the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we have 2 points. This right here, I'm just going to label as x1, y1. And then the second point, I'm going to label this as x2, y2. And then this way, I can plug in all these numbers into the formula and figure out what my slope is. So, let me just do it like this way. I will open all the parentheses, ready, and then I'm going to draw in the numbers in a different color. It's cooler this way, I will say. y2 is 0, so that goes into the first parentheses. Minus, because of the formula, y1 is 3, x2 is 2, and then x1 is 1. And then you see I just drawing all the numbers in here. And I'm going to work out all these numbers right now. 0 minus 3 is negative 3 over 2 minus 1 is 1. Negative 3 over 1, it's the same thing as saying negative 3. So I can say this is just negative 3. M is equal to negative 3. Okay? And now, if I want to use the slope, and perhaps I would like to also have a point, because I want to use the slope and the point slope form of the line. I think it's easier. I'm going to pick a point from any of these. Let me just go with 1, 3, because I have labeled it already. I'm going to use 1, 3. And I'm going to do a labeling x1, y1. And what I want to use is, I'm going to use y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, the point slope form of the line. This way, you see that I have all the x1, y1, and the m ready. I can just throw in all the numbers into this equation. So let's do it. Y minus y1, we have it here. y1 is labeled as 3. And then that will be equal to m. And we just got m earlier. M is equal to negative 3. So that goes right here. And then we have the parentheses. The x will stay the same. The x and y stays the same. But the x1, y1 are the numbers right here. Here I have x and then minus x1 is equal to 1. So I'm going to plug that in right here as well. And that's what we have. This is the point slope form of the line. But then I want to have y is equal to mx plus b, the slope-intercept form. So what we can do is, I can just distribute the negative 3 into the parentheses, and then I can just work out the algebra right now with you guys. Y minus 3 equals to negative 3 times x, which is negative 3x, negative 3 times negative 1, that's plus 3. And finally, in order to isolate the y, I will have to add 3 on both sides. This way, these two cancels out. The negative 3 and positive 3 cancel out. And I achieve what I need to know. Y by itself, and that's equal to negative 3x. 3 plus 3 right here is plus 6. And here, you see, this is the equation. And now, let's look back to the answer choices again. And we got exactly negative 3x plus 6 for the y. And that's once again answer choice D. And I think you should know both ways for the test. It's good for the test and it's also good for the final. That's it.